The House of Saud, a family so wealthy they could make the world's billionaires look like they're scraping by on a budget. With a jaw-dropping $1.4 trillion at their disposal, the Saudis aren't just rich, they're living in a realm of opulence that redefines luxury on a global scale. While the rest of us stress over a rent or daydream about affording a vacation, the Saudi royals are likely deciding if their next yacht should come with its very own private island. Because, well, when you've got that kind of money, why not? And by yacht, we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill luxury boat. No, these are floating palaces, so extravagant that even the most exclusive five-star resorts would break out in a cold sweat. But how exactly did the House of Saud amass this mind-blowing fortune? What do they even do with it all? Better yet, what don't they do? In today's video, we will answer all this and more, so grab your popcorn, or caviar if you're feeling fancy, and let's take a deep dive into the dazzling, diamond-encrusted world of Saudi royal extravagance. The rise of the House of Saud, a royal dynasty in the making. Before the House of Saud was rolling in oil money and jetting around in their gold-plated flying palaces, they were just a humble Bedouin clan hanging out in the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, maybe not that humble, but certainly not the billion-dollar powerhouse we know today. The story of their rise to wealth and power, it's a royal drama filled with political chess moves, alliances, and a few epic battles thrown in for good measure. It all kicked off in the mid-18th century with Muhammad bin Saud, the original patriarch of the family. He teamed up with Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab, a religious leader whose ultra-conservative views would go on to define the kingdom. This wasn't just about spreading religion, it was about power, and this duo laid the foundation for Saudi control over the Arabian Peninsula. Fast forward to 1932, and we've got Abdulaziz ibn Saud, who unified the warring tribes and officially founded the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sounds simple, right? And just when things were settling in, they hit the jackpot of all jackpots, oil, and not just a little bit, enough to turn the Saudis from regional rulers into global tycoons. Today, the House of Saud isn't just a royal family, it's a dynasty running the richest nation on earth. They've got their hands in everything from oil to tech to mega mansions, living lives most people can only dream of. So, who are the major players? King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, the monarch. Sitting at the top of the royal hierarchy is King Salman, ruling Saudi Arabia since 2015. With decades of leadership under his belt, he's the seasoned monarch balancing the kingdom's deep-rooted traditions with modern-day challenges. Think of him as the wise old king holding down the fort while everyone else is out there splurging on mega projects and mega yachts. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, the game changer. Ah yes, the infamous MBS, the Crown Prince, and let's be honest, the real boss running the show. Known for his ambitious Vision 2030 plan, he's determined to modernize Saudi Arabia. One futuristic city and a lavish splurge at a time. He's also the guy making headlines for buying yachts that cost more than the GDP of small countries. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, the investor. Then there's Prince Al-Walid, Saudi Arabia's answer to Warren Buffett. With massive stakes in companies like Citigroup and X, he's more than just royalty, he's a financial powerhouse. And let's not forget his private jet, which makes Air Force One look like economy class. Princess Rima bint Bandar Al Saud, the diplomat. Last but not least, Princess Rima. She's making waves as Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the US, a trailblazing role for a woman in the kingdom. The big oil boom. Now, back in 1938, Saudi Arabia struck oil in what has to be the most lucrative discovery in history. They hit the mother lode, particularly in the Ghawar oil field, which just happens to be the largest in the world. This single event catapulted the House of Saud from influential rulers to the richest family on the planet. And when you talk oil, you can't skip over Saudi Aramco, the crown jewel of the Saudi economy. This state-owned oil giant cranks out millions of barrels of oil every day. Their 2019 IPO pulled in a record-breaking $25.6 billion, solidifying their dominance. The profits straight into the House of Saud's already overflowing coffers. Diversification with a capital D. But here's the thing, MBS knows the oil won't last forever. Enter Vision 2030, his audacious plan to diversify Saudi Arabia's economy. He's making moves into tourism, entertainment, and tech, setting up the kingdom for a future that isn't all about oil. Projects like NEOM, the futuristic $500 billion city, are just a teaser of what's coming. It's like MBS looked at Dubai and said, hold my falafel. Real estate, one palace, isn't enough. When you've got billions to your name, owning just one palace is practically an insult. The House of Saud has a jaw-dropping portfolio of properties, from mega mansions in Europe to private beachfront estates in the Mediterranean. And they're not just collecting homes, they're buying entire islands, scooping up hotels, and investing in luxury developments across the globe. globe. Investments galore, everything but the kitchen sink. And the Saudis aren't just sitting on their oil money. Through the Public Investment Fund, PIF, they're snapping up stakes in global companies like Tesla, Uber, and SoftBank. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Between their personal luxury buys, 500 million yachts, and multi-billion-dollar corporate investments, they've got their fingers in just about every pie. Oh, and don't forget the private jets, art collections, and rare cars. Because if you're going to be rich, you might as well do it with style. Now that we know where the House of Saud's wealth comes from, let's explore how they indulge in it. The royal family owns some of the most extravagant residences in the world, easily overshadowing famous landmarks like Versailles and Buckingham Palace. Let's take a look at three of King Salman's most iconic palaces. Al Yamama Palace, Riyadh. As King Salman's official residence and the royal court's headquarters, Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh stands as one of the most luxurious in the world. Its exterior blends modernity with traditional Arabic design, but inside, it's pure extravagance. Gold accents, Italian marble floors, and opulent furnishings define this palace, which regularly hosts foreign dignitaries and VIPs, offering a glimpse into the grandeur of Saudi royalty. Al Auja Palace, Riyadh. Located on the outskirts of Riyadh, Al Auja Palace is a nod to the kingdom's roots, designed in the traditional Najdi style. While not overflowing with gold, its rustic charm and handcrafted details create a nostalgic atmosphere. The palace is adorned with vintage Saudi photographs and mosaic flooring, offering a simpler, more elegant side of royal living. Erga Palace, Riyadh. Erga Palace is the definition of modern Saudi opulence. Its lavish silk carpets, gold accents, and Italian marble interiors make it a showpiece for official receptions and cultural events. This palace gained international attention in 2015, when a gold tissue box during President Obama's visit symbolized the extreme wealth of the royal family. Now, if you think that's impressive, let's shift our gaze to King Salman's private jet, a marvel of luxury worth over $500 million. The Saudi Arabian royal fleet boasts a remarkable array of aircraft, including a Boeing 757-200, a Boeing 777-300, a Boeing 787-8, and an Airbus 340-200, all meticulously maintained for the king's travels. Among these, the Boeing 747-400 stands out. This isn't your average commercial airliner that cram in over 600 people. No, this massive jet has been turned into a private flying palace. We're talking leather seats so luxurious you'll never want to get up, high-end conference rooms where deals are made, staterooms that scream opulence, and bathrooms equipped with showers. Because naturally, you'll need a spa-like experience at 30,000 feet. The cherry on top, King Salman's personal throne, yes, an actual throne, elegantly wrapped in gold. It's not just about travel, it's about traveling like a ruler of unimaginable wealth. Comfort, check. Style, check. Subtlety, not even a little, and Prince Mohammed's extravagant splurges. Speaking of not subtle, let's move on to Prince Mohammed bin Salman's little splurges, little being the operative word here. Ready to dive into the prince's luxurious world? Buckle up! First, let's chat about his yachts. And not just one yacht, because why stop at one? MBS owns two floating palaces. The first, Pegasus VIII, was picked up in 2008, with its helicopter pad, cinema, golf driving range, dance floor, and more bars than a nightclub. This yacht is essentially a floating funhouse for billionaires. It's got every toy you could dream of, and a few you didn't even know existed. But wait, the best is yet to come. Enter Serene, the crown jewel of his collection. This beast of a yacht, valued at a casual $689 million, stretches a jaw-dropping 440 feet, with annual upkeep costs between $25 and $35 million. This isn't your weekend boat. It hosts 24 guests in 12 lavish staterooms, naturally, has 7 swimming pools, because one is never enough, an underwater viewing room, a beach club that practically runs the length of the yacht, and not one but 2 helicopter landing pads. Oh, and if you fancy a little teppanyaki or pizza while sailing the seas, you're in luck. The yacht comes equipped with a teppanyaki grill and pizza oven, because, obviously, billionaires love their gourmet pizza on the high seas. Luxury air travel. When it's time to take to the skies, Prince Mohammed flies in style, shockingly enough. His private fleet, managed by Sky Prime Aviation, is stocked with aircraft that redefine the meaning of luxury travel. The highlight? A Boeing 747-400, decked out with gold-plated everything, king-sized beds, and enough space to host meetings that could probably decide the fate of entire nations. We're pretty sure economy class doesn't exist in his vocabulary. Exotic cars. Despite claiming that he's not that into cars in a QI roll, Prince Mohammed's garage tells a different story. It's filled with Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, and a lineup of BMWs and Land Rovers. If this is what he buys when he's not interested, we'd love to see what happens if he ever gets passionate about it. Imagine a jaw-dropping estate. Now, let's talk real estate. In 2015, MBS decided to splurge a modest $300 million on the Château Louis XIV in France. This 54,000 square foot palace, located just outside Versailles, blends 17th century grandeur with 21st century tech, back. Think ornate French architecture meets iPhone-controlled everything. Oh, and did we mention the private theater, wine cellar, and moat with an underwater glass room? It's like a Bond villain's dream house, but with more chandeliers. Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi. If yachts, jets, and castles weren't enough, Prince Mohammed threw down a cool $450 million for Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi in 2017. This masterpiece, one of the few surviving works by da Vinci, is reportedly chilling somewhere, yet to be displayed. Rumor has it that a special gallery is being built in Saudi Arabia just to house this painting, because clearly a regular art museum would be too basic. Private island escapes. For those days when you just need to get away from your fleet of jets and collection of supercars, MBS turns to private islands. In 2013, he rented out the entire Vela Island in the Maldives for $8 million, transforming it into an exclusive party paradise. With celebrity guests, luxurious villas, and everything catered to his whims, this party probably made Coachella look like a backyard barbecue. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this peek into the world of unimaginable wealth, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more, because who wouldn't want to know what it's like to live like a prince, or at least dream about it? See you next time.